Black and White Network. We are back with another video, and we're going to be talking about Ted Cruz and Alan Dershowitz here in this video. As you guys know, the confirmation hearing of Ketanji Brown Jackson has been going on. They're going to be voting here in the next couple of weeks on whether or not she will actually get on the Supreme Court. Now, the media, the mainstream media, people on the left are slamming Republicans for asking questions to Ketanji Brown Jackson concerning, like, what is a woman? And I believe this woman is disqualified from the Supreme Court because she is definitely on the woke left. When she was asked to define what is a woman, she said she could not answer that. She wasn't a biologist. Now, folks, people have known for hundreds of thousands of years, maybe even millions of years, that a man and a woman or a man and a woman. People have always known that a woman is an adult female. It's been that simple. We know that men and women have different chromosomes. That is science. That is biology. But the woke left wants to redefine all of that. You even have some of these people on the left, wanting to really kind of discredit women, real women. Instead of, calling them breastfeeders, they want to call them chest feeders or something like that. Something very, very weird. Okay. Now, Ted Cruz is under fire a bit from Alan Dershowitz, who is actually his former professor, for asking a series of questions to Ketanji Brown Jackson that I think was very, very good. But to Dershowitz, he actually thought it was bigotry. And honestly, folks, Alan Dershowitz's response, I should say, to Ted Cruz was just making Ted Cruz's point. Here we go, guys. Check this out. Alan Dershowitz said Ted Cruz's line of questioning during Ketanji Brown Jackson's SCOTUS hearing was absurd. And let's read some of this, guys. On Wednesday, the lawyer Alan Dershowitz slammed Senator Ted Cruz of Texas, his former student, describing the lawmaker's questioning of the Supreme Court nominee Ketanji Brown Jackson as absurd. Dershowitz made the comments in a live stream on Rumble, expressing his views on the questions that senators asked Jackson during her confirmation hearing this week, including Cruz's questions related to an ongoing affirmative action case at Harvard, describing, quote, modern leftist sensibilities regarding gender fluid identity. Cruz asked if Jackson thought the same principle could be applied to other protected characteristics such as race. He said this, quote, for example, I'm a Hispanic man. Could I decide I was an Asian man? Would I have the ability to be an Asian man and challenge Harvard's discrimination because I made that decision? Cruz added. Jackson replied that she could not respond to questions based on hypotheticals. Dershowitz slammed the senator's series of absurd questions by adding, quotes, here we go, he's making his point here. You can't change into somebody who's Asian. You can marry someone who's Asian and live an Asian life and be part of Asian culture. But no, you can't do that. Well, he just made the point right here. Because I can make the same case also that if a man wants to become a woman, you really can't do that. Why? Because you're a man. You can never be a woman. Just like I'm a black man, I can never decide to be Asian. It's the same thing. But however, there are people out there that are doing the transracial thing. Check this out. Ollie London insists they're transracial after surgery to get Korean eyes. I don't know if you guys remember this or not. This is from last year. I remember it. Ollie London is a white man, but decided to get surgery to become Korean. Check this out. I'm going to play the clip here. Let's play it.
My own culture, and now finally I feel Korean. I identify with the Korean community. Maybe they will accept me more now because I have the look. Maybe people will think I'm actually Korean, which will make me really happy, and they can see how much I love their culture, because this is the extreme length I've gone to because I love Korea so much. I just want to make Jimin proud as well, because Jimin is my ultimate idol, and I want him to be proud. So I'm sure he'll be proud that I look like exactly like him now. I have his eyes. I finally have Jimin's Korean eyes, and they're so, so beautiful. So I'm so, so happy with my new look. And I can't wait to see the final results when all the swelling goes down. 사랑해요.
You see? Transracial, just like transgender. Now, according to Dershowitz, you can't change into somebody else, but it's amazing, that even the woke left really isn't down with the transracial thing. At least I haven't heard too many of them support that. But when it comes to sexuality and your gender and your sex, they say you can do it because they say that trans women are women. When we know in reality, at a biological level, that's not the case. Just like Ollie London here is not Asian. Ollie London is a white guy that just so happened to have cosmetic surgery. And that's the same thing they do with transgenders as well, is cosmetic surgery to change and identify how you want to actually identify. Now, imagine if Alan Dershowitz came out and said that, told a man, well, you can't change into somebody who's a woman. The woke left would be canceling this man. And if he was on Twitter, he would be getting censored, because Twitter has been on a rampage out there censoring people and blocking them and canceling them. It's ridiculous. It's not discrimination. It's not discrimination, folks. With Ted Cruz actually asked Ketanji Brown Jackson, he was keeping it real. Now, I don't believe that a woman can be a man, and I don't believe a man can be a woman. But folks, we're in a culture war, and those cases are actually going to come before the Supreme Court when it comes to women's rights in sports, protecting women's sports. We just saw a biological man dominate the competition in swimming. These things are real. That's why these questions needed to be asked. And maybe one day the woke left will really, really embrace, the transracial thing. It hasn't caught on to them yet, but I do believe it will. I do believe it will. I believe you'll start seeing a lot more people bleaching their skin, changing their features, just like Ollie London did. Ollie London is not Korean. Folks, that's why we can actually use our DNA to tell us where we come from. I did my DNA test, and if I decided to change into an Asian, got the surgery to change my eyes, bleach my skin, if I did a DNA test, you know how much Asian they would actually say I have? 0. Because my DNA, when I took it, I have 0 East Asian in my blood. Don't have it. And I just have to live with it. Even if I change my physical features, I'm not going to be Asian. I'm not. But that's just my thoughts on this. What do you guys think of this? Black and White Network fans, Alan Dershowitz is just making Ted Cruz's point, even though he slammed him. Maybe he didn't realize it. Alan Dershowitz is not a dumb man. He's not a dumb man. But anyway, guys, let us know what you think about all this in the comments. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you next time.